Where? I don't want to hear.
My buddy went to prison for 4 years for a false accusation. He was a good dude, went to church, godly man, awesome guy. And even when that stuff came out, I couldn't believe it. And it's really a good thing I didn't, because they sentenced him to 7 years in prison. At 4 years, the person who accused him came out and said that she lied. They let him out of prison, as they were supposed to do. That doesn't fix anything. Nothing happened to her. She went to college, she got a good job, and my buddy stayed in there and rotted for 4 years. My buddy, who was proven innocent, still wasn't able to land a job anywhere. It doesn't matter what it was, even working in a warehouse. My buddy went to prison when he was 22. He got out when he was 26, and he offed himself at 27. Stop this.
I find it hilarious. Let's check the comments of people first who are criticizing it. She should be in prison for at least 14 years since he had lied and sent a man to jail for up to 7 years. She should have gone straight to jail once she finally admitted to her lie. This should carry an additional 5 years for false accusations versus rape. False accusations should be like the actual crime amount of time in imprisonment. False allegations should be classified as a serious crime. Falsely accusing someone of sexual harassment is really gross form of sexual harassment. Anyone who spreads these type of false allegations should receive the exact same punishment the person they're accusing would have gotten, or did get, in this case 7 years, if they had to live, though what they put another innocent person through, they would think twice before making up these lies about them. They believe false allegations cause no harm, because no harm comes to them from making a false allegation. That woman probably sleeps like a baby at night knowing she ruined his life and driving him to suicide. Rip to that man. He deserves so much better. Why are men no longer helping you, ladies? You have made absolutely sure that no good deed goes unpunished just because you can. Until you ladies change that, you are on your own.
The women on the internet pissed.
Why? Why would they be pissed? Goodness, right? We should have the option to guess your thoughts and realize exactly what is correct, what's up, and when. Obviously, the way that, as I just said, you all adjust your perspectives on what is correct or wrong quicker than a speeding shot. Yeah, you would rather not discuss that, do you?
According to the Korean woman, the reason being, all able-bodied Korean men have to serve military service. They do learn CPR in the military. So it was expected for men in their 20s and 30s who likely just got out of the military to jump in and help because they know how to do CPR.
For what reason aren't Korean ladies expected to serve in the military and learn CPR too? I mean, it seems like it would be the proper thing to do well. Yet, it demonstrates that ladies anticipate that men should battle and pass on to safeguard them, yet do it for themselves or men. Yeah. No. Again, the mentality that ladies have today is that men know how to perform mouth to mouth, and consequently ought to be constrained to assist a lady, yet let them know they're expected to learn CPR and be obliged to assist a man. Well, express it with me, folks, that misogyny.
But a lot of the men on the train didn't. And their reason being, they did not want to be accused. There were a few incidents where men were actually accused for sexual harassment, for trying to help the women. Back in 2014, a South Korean woman had actually tried to sue a male EMT paramedic for doing CPR and doing chest compression. Though the paramedic wasn't charged or convicted with anything, since he was reported, he still had to go through an investigation.
Presently, ladies, of course, minimize that. It's no big deal. He was found honest, no doubt. While I don't have the foggiest idea about the specifics of the case she's referencing in others, their name was sprinkled all over the news frequently in titles and the way that they were found blameless later. Well, best case scenario, it could get a 1-inch critique on page 9. And to say the least, and the more probable case, not a word will be said in the media, that he was found guiltless. That is the example we've seen consistently in circumstances like this. Also, most misleading charges add to it. That once these claims are documented as a rule, these men pile up colossal legitimate expenses, as they probably are aware they will be examined, sued, and need to enlist a lawyer to direct and safeguard them as they go through it. So while ladies can attempt to make light of and excuse their kindred ladies' ways of behaving, men, not really.
Also, another story shared of a Korean guy going up the steps in the subway station, and there was a woman in front of him seemingly about to fall. He put out his hands and tried to grab her from the back to prevent her from falling. The girl freaked out and called the police on him, and he ended up in the police.
Let's first check the comments of those who are very concerned about it. Don't. Get involved. You're not Superman. This world kills its heroes. Keep to yourself. Decency is dead. My wife got upset because I told my son not to help a woman put her bags in her car. She asked me why I would tell him that. I said, for one, she didn't ask for help. Two, that's not his job. And three, he didn't know her. Make a false police report equals jail time. Make a false accusation equals no jail time. Yup, that makes sense. Fellas, don't help ladies. They don't need no man. And this is why I have a 24/7 recorder and 24 terabytes of storage. For this exact thing. It got me out of a lot of things. While walking, I saw a woman in need and concluded it's safer for me to ignore her. There she goes downplaying reality as the man's side of the story, like they didn't get their reputations ruined and some sent to prison for trying to save someone's life. Something that happens to men across the world every single day, yet women have the audacity to wonder why men are now refusing to help them out, or gasp in horror when they don't. I mean, come on ladies, even a blind person should be able to see why, and yet most of you don't. The risk to a man of losing his reputation, his livelihood, his freedom, hell, even his life. You do know what happens to men who essay women when they go to prison. Don't you for doing the right thing has become so great that it's simply not worth it. It's sad that it's reached this point. But as she said in the video and has been seen in many other situations across the world, that risk is real. That's a wrap for today on MGTOW Sigma. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you're the first to know when the next video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you tomorrow.